peas. So on the drive here, I'm talking, to my lovely partner. She's right here. Give her a round of applause. She's expecting our 5th child. It's actually why you stand up now, because laying down is way too expensive. In this economy, shit. So we were driving and we're talking, and she's like, "So pickleball, right?" I said, "What is pickleball?" And I explained pickleball to her. What an American fucking phenomenon, right? Let's just take cardio-intensive sports and make them as lazy as fucking possible.
That shit goes like 2 miles.
Yes, that's the fattest sport of all time. I love it. It's also a sport that somebody really high had to come up with. Just chilling in the basement. Bro, I had this ping pong paddle. I had my grandpa's fishing net. And I had my little brother's t-ball. Why don't we go outside and have some fun? But my theory is true, because they literally named it after food. What other sport is named after food? That's the most honest thing. You need to have a pickle with you. Once you get tired, it's time for my pickle. Some real high shit, I'm telling you. I feel bad for my set that I have because there's so many white people here. I do talk a lot about white people. It's a bit hacky to some, but shit. What do you want me to do? This is my privilege. I get to make fun of you. And you get better rates on your loans. That's the fucking trade-off. If you want to give me the rates and have the ability to make fun of me on the stage, then go right ahead. I will make you that deal, but I don't think anyone will be there. Honestly though, I think white people get a bit of a tough rap. It's true. Some of the racism, your backwards thinking, and your unseasoned foods. They're really not all that bad. None of us are perfect, right? The specific white people I'm afraid of, I like to call them the I am Groot whites, okay? Does anyone know what an I am Groot white is? They dress head to toe like trees, okay? And they're dressed like trees at completely inappropriate times. Like at a wedding or at a funeral. I don't know why you would need to show up to Graham's funeral dressed as a tree, but I guess that's neither here nor there. The thing is though, if you're dressed head to toe in camel at the middle of Walmart, I just have to assume it's not deer that you're hunting. You feel me? I do live in Ohio. I can't take these chances. What I love about white people, I warned you. I'm a one-track kind of guy. You love discovering shit that's already been discovered. We live in a city that's named after that sort of fuckery, right? We could rename this shit Little St. James and I would vote for that on the fucking Columbus, I'm gonna be honest with you. No, but seriously, you came, there was a country with what we now know as Native Americans, but then they discovered they were actually Indians. They're like, no, you're Indians. There was a whole different group of people that were Indians. They're like, no, you're Indians 2.0 now. All you browns are one and the same. But think about it. The cowboy, right? The American spirit. They watch John Wayne movies and they jerk off to that shit. Murder. But they stole that shit from Mexicans. They stole that shit from Mexicans along with the Southwest, Texas, Cinco de Mayo, the motherfucker stole that too. I see more white people celebrating Cinco de Mayo than Mexicans. Mexicans are like, it's just the 5th of May, bro. It's not a big deal. White people are like, Cinco de Trinidad, bro. But what I'm trying to say is, the American spirit is as Mexican as the kitchen at Olive Garden. You guys, I have children. My youngest is 4. And I wish I was as funny as this kid. This kid is hilarious. So I like to talk to him sometimes about school, and I'm like, oh, do all the little kids at school think you're so cute? And he looks me dead in my eyes and he says, no, Dad. They think I'm ugly like you. That is a true comedian right there. You know what people of cut that is? That is like multi-generational genetic fucking warfare right there. That's like a kamikaze. He took that hit himself just to kill my own self-esteem. I look like you I never had a chance, Dad. So, you know, us lazy parents, what we like to do is we buy a tablet and we're like, here's your babysitter. Go do stuff for the next 8 hours. I have some weed I need to smoke. That's not what'll get me the federal time. So you give them a tablet and you're like, oh, they're gonna go on YouTube Kids. They're gonna watch Bluey, right? Watch some Coco Melon. What you don't suspect they're gonna do is take a selfie of their dick. I did not encourage this behavior. This was, he felt impressed that day. I don't know what to tell you. I was as appalled as you are. I'm like, seriously? The worst part is, he was just trying to show like innocent pictures to his brothers and sisters, and then he knew that one was coming, and he was like, and we're like, hey, Ezra, I want to go back to that, and that's how we discovered it. What's terrible is, it's a freaking Amazon tablet, and that's just connected to the cloud, so now Jeff Bezos has a picture of this shit. So I hope he does the federal time. Right? He probably deserves it a lot more than I do. This is true. We were talking about, like, that kid that got Harambe killed.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Like, do you think he hides the fact? Like, he doesn't bring that shit up, right?
Yeah, fuck that.
Someone suggested he's in witness protection. I think that actually true. Like, can you imagine when it gets revealed you're the kid that got Harambe killed? I actually remember when that story happened, and I was talking to my daughter at the time. She was like 5. She's 13 now. You know, this happened forever ago, but it's still fresh in my heart. And I'm like, yo, so this kid went in there, and, you know, Harambe was like, hey, you small child.
Harambe's like, get this motherfucker.
For real, like, what are you doing in here?
Get this motherfucker.
This is Reynoldsburg, what are you doing? But the kid got Harambe killed, and then my daughter's like, they should have shot the kid. He chose to be in there. That was Harambe's home. That was stand your ground. Harambe had full rights. Alright, so did you guys hear me end with this? Because if I have a group full of white people, I had to end with the cop joke. Did you hear about that officer that slept with every guy in the department? Y'all didn't hear about that?
Yes.
Y'all just covering for her. I already know. You just covering. You heard that shit. And they were all like black guys, so every black officer in the department hit that shit. Gave a whole new meaning to laying down the law. But it really made me question and ask, what were the logistics of this, right? Like, how did they schedule this? So we're convening our meeting today. Officer Amber, as everyone knows, is mine on Thursdays, Fridays, and every other Saturday. Detective Gonzalo here got the most tickets this week, so he has dibs on the calendar. Please go ahead and put your sticker there. Please remember, it's important that you not bust any cream pies. And discretion is required. Yes. But it did make me think. I have met these white girls that date a lot of black guys and then they get very comfortable saying the N-word. My girl's not one of those, I promise you. I promise you, she's not one of those. I do say so, sir. I do say so, sir. I hope you're not saying it. But it did make me think, what if there was a rewards program where you got benefits for the amount of black dick you got? We could call it Mandingo miles. 20,000 Mandingo miles, you get invited to the barbecue. 30,000 Mandingo miles, you can wear box braids and not get your ass beat. 75,000 Mandingo miles, you get to say the N-word for 1 year. All right, y'all, I'm Lesnar. Thank you for listening to me.